Getting breaking news that the central government has sought additional clarification from the Jammu and Kashmir government over the release of separatist Masrat Alam. This after news that the release proceedings began not under Mufti Mohammad Saeed's rule but much earlier during President's rule in the state. Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu is now joining us with more details. Kamal, what do these new revelations tell us?
Well, the Ministry of Home Affairs had definitely sought further clarification from state government of Jammu and Kashmir, but definitely this is becoming a pot boiler. The BJP is already in the back foot in the parliament. Arun Jaitley making that particular statement in Rajya Sabha, saying there would be a discussion on this particular issue, especially in regards to political prisoners, saying there is no question of political prisoners at this point of time. But definitely the way it is going, post-independence, this was BJP's first stint as government formation along with PDP. But it's obviously the first signs of breaking up is already coming in with differences not just in ideology, in the issues of AFSA, but also in the cases of Masrat Alam. Now, what has come to light is obviously that this particular decision was taken much earlier during the President rule, when 2 months there was a discussion between BJP and PDP on just government formation. This is something which is being brought to the fore right now. But yes, even when there was this controversy on, there was no particular message which had come in from the Mufti government that they had no party to that particular decision. And obviously both Home Minister and the Prime Minister condemning Mufti's own decision in the Parliament. Further clarification has now been sought whether on technical grounds or legal ground there was a release of Masrat Alam. We've been told by sources in Jammu and Kashmir that he is very much under surveillance like any other separatist. If he does indulge in any of the activity, he could be re-arrested. But at this point of time, it's not in near future. But this is something which will be tentatively taken as a political decision also if this intends to happen.
All right, Kamal, do stay on with us, and that's the next breaking news that we're getting for you in the same issue, that the Ministry of Home Affairs has now issued an advisory to the Jammu and Kashmir government on the release of any more prisoners. They have asked them to exercise caution in such cases. Kamal is still with us. Kamal, if we read both the issues together, first that this process of release of political prisoners, as they are being called, started much before Mufti Mohammad Saeed, under a governor's rule, under President's rule rather. Does it also point a finger then at the Ministry of Home Affairs, because they must have been in the know of things then, but the BJP is feigning ignorance?
Maha, I don't know if it's going to be politically correct to say call anyone a political prisoner. Remember, these are serious offences under which Masrat Alam was booked. There were 27 of these offences, in one of which he was acquitted. The 26 of them are actually criminal cases pending against him. These are obviously serious cases, so that doesn't make him a political prisoner at all. And the other claim, obviously, how Arun Jaitley also tends to put it, is that there are no political prisoners in India. And what sort of message is really going out? Now, what is more important, considering that there was a lot of militancy at one point of time, there have been cases of stone pelting, and remember, the situation has improved in the past few years. Now, what is more important is the message that the J&K government and overall India is sending out. One is the point is that there will be no compromise in terms of security. There would also be a talk about how to deal with militancy and separatism altogether. These are the issues that they want to address. But at this point of time, BJP and PDP obviously having a lot of major differences. We know from our sources that there has been a talk between the centre and the state government, very clearly telling the state government that they should exercise caution as far as release of political, if I can correct myself, release of prisoners of Masrat Alam kind are concerned. There should not be any compromise on internal security. This is the message which is being really sent out at this point of time.
All right, Kamal, let me also quickly point out to our viewers that according to PTI, Jammu and Kashmir government has said that they will abide by the directives of the courts on the issue of release of political prisoners in the state. At least that's what the Jammu and Kashmir government goes ahead to say. Kamal, many thanks for joining us with those details.